It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
There's a handful of guys throughout the league, Mike, at the quarterback position that single-handedly are worth the price of admission, and he's certainly one of them. He can make every throw on the field look routine, and while that gets the majority of the attention, it's the athleticism, it's the toughness as a runner. Frankly, just not a lot of guys at the quarterback position possess it. Not to mention, at all times, he's one of the biggest guys on the field. If he's under center, chances are you're going to be in the competition to compete for a championship every year.
They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So now they'll throw it with Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Bills. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. they've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense and Curtis Samuel getting set for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
3rd and 2. Now Allen has his man. It's Samuel. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumbles recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A pass pulled in by Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and when he signed with the Ravens this offseason, I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Jackson now on second down. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Jackson up top again. To the goal line and in. Deontay Hardy. Touchdown, Baltimore. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Point after now from Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Allen will throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Second down and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. First and goal, and it's Henry to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing is Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Gonna go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. Jackson looking to throw. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bills' first down, as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. Allen going to throw again. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
2nd and goal. One more time going up top with Allen. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one.